we'll take one simple aspect on the sea level rise. It's about 3 millimeter. This much of the sea, the level will increase for an year. Let's say you are living for 100 year. We'll just assume you're standing on the seashore for an year. It is this much. You will not feel it. Let's say you're standing there for 100 years. It's about 1 foot 300 millimeter. That again you will not feel. I mean, you are far away from the cruise line, and you will not see it as a real threat. But if you think of increasing the climate or the world the temperature by 1 degree, has estimated the sea level rise is about 7.5 feet. So I'm 6'1". So if I'm standing on the cruise line now and increase the global temperature by 1 degree, the sea level rise will be, it's a quick sea level rise. It's about 7.5 feet. So if you are standing on the seashore today and the global temperature goes by 1 degree, so it will definitely go above you. So that is the real threat. We are an island nation. I mean, it's not a big country. We have about 65,000 square kilometers, out of which, if you change, I mean, if you keep on changing the environment this way, we are going to lose about 6,400 hectares within the next 5 years. So that is the prime land. I mean, it is a cruise line. So we are going to lose about 6,400 hectares. That is the prime land. I mean, that is the real threat with the climate change. So that's why you need to be very careful with the actions. We are talking about the policy development. We are talking about the planting trees. We are trying to improve the green cover by 35 up to the 35%. I mean, those are all. I mean, to me, I feel like it's more political. I mean, not really political. I mean, not the political the party political the what we call these the politics which goes with the colors, but it's political insights, right? Even the sustainability concepts, I feel it's political. I mean, it's not really coming from here. We are not really. We talked about the sustainability. We talked about increasing the green cover. We talked about reducing the carbon emission. But still, I feel the humans are not really geared enough, because we have not changed our attitudes. We are still in a different mood than where we need to be. So there was a very interesting statement. I mean, in Sinhala we call Vanasimata Mulai Mula Amatakavima. So we have intentionally forgotten our foundation. So after doing that, how much we try to change the policies, how much we try to introduce new laws and rules in the country, nothing will change, because we don't have that particular attitude. So it's like we are robots at the moment. Just because someone says, we just go and plant a tree. Just because someone says, we try to do something else. We are like robots. We are trying to act here and there, but that is not a holistic approach. We need to change from the auto mode to the human mode. We have to feel the sense of the humanity. We have to start feeling the sense of humor. We have to start feeling the environment and the nature. Then only we will be able to go into the human mode from the auto mode. So we are still, I believe, how much we tried. I'm sorry to say, CA is trying their level best. You take all these government institutes, locally and internationally, they're trying their level best, but still we are dealing with 8 billion population in the world. In Sri Lanka, it's 22 million population. I mean, how much we try. I mean, we can always introduce laws and the rules and to plant trees. The other side, there's another the chunk of people cutting the trees, destroying the entire the landscape, right? One side we talked about the waste management. We are trying to reduce the waste. We try to reduce the environment pollution. The other side, the 22 million, each and every person trying to spoil the nature. So this balance will finally the people who are trying to save the nation or save the world will be here. Who are trying to destroy the world or the environment will be here. So this is never going to be meshed. So we need to bring down the number of people who are destroying the environment, while improving increasing the number of people who are trying to save the nation or save the environment. So that cannot be just by achieved by the science. That cannot be achieved by engineering. That cannot be achieved by all these policies and setting up new institutes. That can be only achieved by changing one person at a time. Then that person will try to change another person. So it will be a viral process. It will be a chain process. So that is what we need to try with these engagements. Amjad, the question, and there were and even Wahla is talking about the built environment, and there are a lot of ways and means of changing the built environment. Yes, I mean, we have to understand that the world population is increasing, the need of the land is increasing. So when the population increases, we need to make more food, more energy, more water, right? So by another 10 years time, the food need will be increased by another 50%. The energy need will be increased by another 50%. So all these factors should be generated within the small the land the available. So you can't go to the Mars, or you can't go to the moon to get this particular extra land. So that land has to be managed. So the world population is increasing now. It's more beyond the 8 billion mark. India has come to the top of the tip now. So we need to understand the land is a real scarce resource. You can't just waste the land. Once you build on your land, let's say it's a 5 acres land, and you are making a 2,500 square feet of land, the building, you are going to lose the land which you have brewed. So you need to regain the land, and there are a lot of means and ways of regain the land, and using the same land plot which you build the house. So you need to understand. We need to be with the technology. We had to think of finding new ways and means, and it is already the found. I mean, we don't have to do new research to or rather do new inventions to try up them. But the only thing is, you need to think of the innovations. I mean, the inventions are there. You need to get them, and to see how we can adopt them, especially the vertical greenery. It's a sort of a new fashion in the Western countries and the developed countries. The rooftop vegetation and the indoor planting. So we don't we had this particular culture. I mean, as Sri Lankans, we always love to be with this home garden concept. We love to have our own vegetables and fruits within our proximity. But unfortunately, we were heading, or we were looking the wrong end of the development. Right? You take the development as a snake. We always love to catch the tail, not the head. Head is basically coming behind us, and they are trying to learn from Sri Lanka. But unfortunately, we are holding the tail now, and we are going behind what they. I mean, it's basically the mistakes. So they have learned from the mistakes, and they are coming behind now. But we are forgetting. I mean, we are basically, intentionally forgetting our past and the real good practices which we dealt with the nature, and unfortunately we lost the base. So always, I mean, at the last the point, I really want to emphasize, you can't forget your foundation. So the foundation is basically from the east, not from the west. So the west is behind us to learn our foundation, the basics. But unfortunately, we have tapped the tail of the development, and we are going on the wrong direction. So so it is high time for us to rethink, or rather reverse thinking, and to see where we went wrong. So that is what we need to do, Amjan. So I think with the questions, we'll be able to take up more and more.